guys, welcome back to Young and Unscripted. Today I'm all by myself, as you can tell. I'm in my bedroom. It's weird alone. And I'm in my comfy clothes because I thought, I'm just gonna make it a little comfy here. Talk about my year, talk about my goals. Yeah, and also a little disclaimer. From now on, we're probably gonna have like videos like this. You're gonna see me alone. You're gonna see Sienna and Naomi, and you're gonna see me like right now. This video is filmed in Germany because I'm here for the holidays. But I'm gonna be back in LA soon for next year, 2025. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this today, about my 2024 and about my 2025, my goals, and hopefully to inspire some people. But yeah. It's weird alone. I miss my girls next to me. I've never done the episode all by myself. But yeah, this year is all about first times, right? Let's get right into it. So I want to talk about my 2024. Just a little recap. Yeah, so 2024, this year was definitely like one of the biggest years of my life. Like one of the huge, most risky years that I've ever did. Like I took risks. I was like, fuck it, let's go for it. And I literally did what I felt like doing, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't, and I just literally went for it. And I gotta say, this is the best feeling ever, and I don't regret it, not even a little bit. Like next year I'm just gonna do the exact same. And I'm telling you guys, if you feel like doing something, if you have a calling on doing something, do it. I swear there is a reason for this calling. There is a reason for this calling. It's not unreasonable. It's not just random. This calling is there for a reason, and you have to listen to it and just go for it. I'm telling you this out of my own experience. This year has definitely been very, very eye-opening for me. So I took the risk and I did what I always told myself I'm doing. I literally put acting as my profession. I told myself I'm gonna do acting as an actual profession. I took the first step and just accepted it. And I started actually doing acting professionally. So this year in January, I actually started like professionally with acting. I never did anything before. Like I only did stuff for myself. For fun, by myself, not very like professionally. So this year was really like something new, and it was a big step. It was a big risk. What I did this year, I told myself I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna see what that calling is. Why is it calling me? Is it for me or not? So I give it a try. I gave it a try, and it worked. It literally did it, because I'm here and I'm way like, I started this year here at acting, and I literally feel like I'm somewhere here. And next year probably gonna be even higher, but like, I am so proud of myself for coming all of this year. This year has been probably one of the best and also the toughest years of my life. Like, it was tough. It is hard. It is hard to like times where you like literally don't get anything and you're like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, am I even like, there are so many times, you have no idea, guys. There are so many times in this whole year where I was doubting everything I was doing, where I was like, should I just go back? Should I just like, there were literally moments where I was like, fuck it, let's just go back. Let's go back to Germany. I can't do this anymore. Like, there were moments where I literally felt like this, and there were a couple of moments where I texted my sister or my friends and I was like, I don't know if I can do this any longer. Like, I literally feel like, I don't know, like, I'm scared. Like, there were moments like this, and I'm telling you, there are gonna be a lot of moments like this when you're gonna start. It's normal. It's because it's new, it's not comfort, and it's just a new place for you to be. But from my experience, if you're just gonna go through it and stay with it and stick at it, like, something's good is gonna come out of it, always. So let's go back to my year. I'm talking a lot. The beginning of the year, 2024, I moved out. I moved to London in January 2024. Started at acting school, and I made a bunch of new friends, which was amazing. Like in my class there were like amazing people. I met so many amazing people in my whole journey. I met the best people, and I'm so thankful for everybody. I met Sin and Naomi, who like are my best friends now. I would say environment is a key for success. Yeah, so it was my first. I literally just landed, and I remember like the very first thing I did was like it was literally my first week in London, and I remember I knew a filmmaker from the first time I went to London. I knew him, and I texted him. I was like, hey, like I'm in London, like if anything's like if you're filming something or anything, let me know, hit me up, I'm always down to shoot, you know. And then he answered and he was like, there's actually shoot for a hotel at that you can do. And then I was like, yes. Like there was not paid or anything, it was just TFP, basically, that you get the content and then like they use you as a model. So, and it was my first thing that I ever did, like there was actually a job. So I was like, yes, I'm in on it. And I did that, and I think that was the first thing that I did in the first week, which already gave me so much hope and motivation to keep going, because I was like, oh my god, I'm already here, it's my first week, I'm already like getting jobs. Like, you know, you just have to make connections. Like connections are everything. Connections are everything. I literally just texted him because I worked with him once, and he was like, yeah, let's do it, you know. So I'm telling you, connections is key. So yeah, I did that, and I felt really happy. I felt really good about myself, because I really like, I was like, okay, yeah, you know what, the universe is telling me this is right. So I went to classes, I signed up on Backstage and like stuff like that, you know. You have to just put yourself out there. And obviously it's my first year of acting, so I'm focused on learning. School was great, school was really good. I definitely learned a lot. Like I did some shoots there, some small background work. I was doing like small stuff, like background stuff, just to be in the environment of actors and acting. And I, every time I did that, I met new people and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So like I put myself in the environment of actors, even if it was just the background role. I did stuff where I like didn't speak at all, like I was just in the background, it was just there, but I was like watching the other actors act, and I was like inspiring and get inspired and like visualize myself being there, and like, you know what I mean, like I did that kind of stuff a lot. And then I remember I kept doing these things, I kept like being on it, I kept like trying my best. Obviously there were days where I couldn't, where I felt so lazy, and where I was like, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't even have energy to go to class. There were days, even though I'm literally in London just for class, but like there were days where I honestly I just wanted to stay in bed, I just do nothing. But these are the days where you even have to push harder. Then I remember back in June, I booked my very first professional acting job. For a series, for a pilot episode, which you can also check out. The teaser's out finally. You can check it out on my Instagram. I felt so good. Like honestly, I have no idea. Imagine like if you are there and you doing your stuff, you're filming self-tapes the whole time, and you're not getting any answers from self-tapes. You're going to class, you're coming back, you literally are just like, what am I doing? And then this one time I do the self-tape and I get the job, and I'm like, I must do something right, like, and it felt so good. And then me and the girls obviously decided to start this podcast this year, which was also great. My first ever podcast that I did. All of us never did a podcast. This is the first time we're doing this, and like we're still on it. We're still trying to go for it, even if like sometimes it doesn't get as much views as we wanted or whatever. Like we still continue to just do it, you know. So this is our first podcast, and this is what I started this year as well. We were just like, let's start a podcast. Another thing that I started with this year was like starting with UGC creation, like content creation, UGC more, which was something that I explored this year, which was also like really good and fun, and like it's good side hustle. It's good. I just started a little bit just to see how it is, and it is really good. So yeah, something else that I started with this year. I feel like this year has been a lot of first starts, like starting podcast, starting actually acting, UGC. Like I feel like so many first things that I did, and I'm so thankful. And I feel like Honestly, this year was all about growth for me. I grew so much this year, like really, I grew so much. I'm so thankful for every experience that I had, because I'm a true believer that in every experience you have is for a reason, even if it's not the experience you wish to have. I truly believe that it is for a reason, and it is for you to become stronger, and it is for you to be able to deal with the next challenges that are coming into your life. So whatever happened and everything that happened in my life this year, because I've been through some ups and downs, like it was not just all happy and everything. I am trying to accept and believe, I am believing that everything is happening for a reason, and that everything is preparing you for the next challenge and for the next moment. And I feel like everything that's happened this year prepared me for next year, because next year is gonna even be bigger. I'm gonna come to this now. 2025. Yes, so everything that I learned this year, I'm gonna take with me to the next year, because I learned a lot. First time moving out, like first time living alone. Guys, living alone is a whole other experience for me. For me, it was a huge new experience living alone. So let's get into 2025. I feel like because everything that we learned and did in 2024, we've taken it in 2025, because we're gonna use it now. Because I feel like I learned so much that I can use next year now, because 2025 is full of new things as well, guys. I'm moving to LA again. I mean, I've already moved to LA, but like, guys, my life is a constant, you know, I don't like to stay in one place all the time. I'm like to like, you know, we'll see. I'll take you guys along the ride. But yeah, and going to acting class, going to acting school, and doing just even more. I wrote it all down in my little notebook. I love notebooks, guys. Like, if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with notebooks. I have like 100 of notebooks that are all pink and that are all for something else. So getting more acting work, I definitely want to get more. Focusing on becoming the best version of myself is definitely very important. I really want to like focus on myself, on my growth, on my mental health. And speaking of mental health, I do want to like focus also more on meditation and like just self-care, and just caring about myself more, like just, you know, like putting myself first as a priority, and my care and my health, just putting it first, basically, like and becoming the best version of myself. Also, I want to put acting as a very top priority. Like, I really want to tell myself, I really want to have this as a goal, to like every day do something acting wise. If it is an acting book that I'm reading, self-tape, or filming, or script reading, I don't know, whatever it is, something acting wise that takes me towards my goals. So please, I hope I'm gonna keep this, because I'm literally telling myself this and I'm too lazy, and like I honestly want that to have my goal for 2025. Next thing is fitness. Like, I definitely want to improve my fitness, just keep on doing it, keep on, you know, bettering myself. I want to learn new skills. I want to learn new fighting skills, because I'm like very like this year, oh yeah, this year also I've learned a lot, like more about combat, screen combat, stage combat, and like martial arts. I do want to get more into martial arts next year. I definitely, that's another thing that I want to do. I want to get more into martial arts. I do want to be in action movies, like action films, and like play an agent. That is one of my top goals. So I definitely want to go more to martial arts. To become an agent. Like, that is definitely like, being an agent is one of my dream roles. Playing an agent, like a top secret agent, like one of the best agents, like her, you know, like Jane Smith, you know, like something like that. Another thing I wrote down was like finding an acting agent. I am looking for an agent. I'm representing myself right now. I would love to have one. I will look for one, but it is not my number one priority for next year, because I always said that I want to have an agent as soon as possible, but I feel like once it's just ready, it will happen. So I'm not forcing it to happen, basically. If next year is the time, it will be. If not, it's okay. Don't force anything. Forcing anything, it will just turn out negatively. Like, don't force anything to happen. If there's one thing I learned, it was that. Oh, another very important thing I've learned, guys. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, that was my little 2025 2024 recap goals. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I could inspire you. I hope I can take you with me for the ride next year, because I feel like it's gonna be very, very interesting, and it's gonna be challenging, exciting. And if there's anyone out there who has a calling to do something, don't ignore that. Don't ignore it, please. Like, for the sake of yourself, just don't, because there's a reason for it, and I feel like your life is gonna be so much better if you just listen to it. Because I speak from experience, because I am way more happier since I started doing what I want to do. I know it's scary, it's risky, and it takes a lot of courage. But you just have to go for it. You just have to. Like, at the end of the day, it's about your happiness, and life is all about happiness, in my opinion, and about fun. So just do it. If somebody else can do it, then you can do it too. There's no way you can't. You can. Everybody can. Yeah, guys, this was me from my bedroom in Germany. Yeah, that's it for today's episode, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope I could tell you something good. I hope you could take something good away. Yeah. See you guys in the next episode.